Welcome to
Mariah Report.
Yes. That's what we are, right?
That's what we're doing. Yes, it's the Mariah Report. Yes, absolutely. I'm Dan Enriquez.
I'm Martin Burgess.
And we are here to report all about it.
It's been a eventful
scandalous week.
All around.
But we did get some great
Mariah
moments that we're going to talk about later. Because I want to get into scandalations first.
I know, but it's a good time to be Mariah. Scandal-free.
Scandal-free.
Yeah.
Look at that.
And like all the scandals of the week, all Mariah has done is like that New Year's Eve stuff up. And look how innocent that is now.
Yeah, it's like, come on now, when you got all these other things going on in the world.
Yeah. So things are looking up for Mariah.
Things are looking up for Mariah. Again, here we are again on the upswing just from like we were last week. We're like, oh, here we go. Yeah. Oh, here's our girl. Oh, hey.
Yes, she's back.
There she is. Okay.
I feel like she's back. I mean, like, obsessing over her again.
Oh, obsessing over everything.
Like, looking at pictures, re-looking at them.
Multiple times.
Yes, yeah.
Whereas, like, this time last year, I was probably like, okay, just looking at a picture and like thumbing past it.
Or scared
like,
to look.
Not even like watching all the YouTube videos fully.
Yes,
you know what I mean? Like now I'm like, oh my God, give me more. More.
All the angles, everything.
I want to see it from every fan's phone.
I know.
Before it's like, okay, seen it, bye, done.
Because someone will be in the frame and we're like, ugh.
Don't get
We'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that later. Okay. First of all, happy post-Halloween.
Oh, yeah, Halloween. And by the way, Halloween's canceled. Officially.
It is officially canceled.
By Mariah.
If Mariah didn't do anything, then nobody did anything.
What did you do for Halloween?
I don't do anything for Halloween. I tell you this every year, Martin. I don't be dressing up. You will not catch my ass out running these streets.
Yeah.
You will not catch me up in no ghoulish costume. No, nothing. I'm not doing it. I just don't do it. I don't know why. But I don't get it. But I did want to say that I was watching Christopher Buckle on QVC Facebook Live. Did you tune in? Because I texted you.
You told me about it. You told me that she didn't. Firstly, you gave me the update, so I didn't tune in.
Okay, you didn't have to. But I was apparently bored that day, so I tuned in. And first of all, I shouted out his makeup for Mariah, and they gave a shout out on the live thing, and I was like, yes. And he was like, ooh, somebody's listening, somebody's paying attention. And I was like, duh, bitch, 27 years. Yeah. Anyways, he said in his Facebook Live, which was like the day before Halloween, that Mariah and he weren't doing anything because she's in Christmas mode.
Yeah.
So I sort of didn't expect to see a Halloween costume this year.
No, me either. And she can't be bothered doing that stupid Airbnb.
No, she was only doing that because you know who was around.
Making her, yes.
Mariah's done multiple Halloween parties in the past.
Privately.
Yeah. But these were the last 2 years were a little different.
Well, they'll obviously, like, in my mind, it was Mariah turns up, does a lap of the place, everyone takes a picture and selfie, and then she leaves.
Exactly.
And a lot of work for nothing.
For nothing.
And then last time it happened, poor T.I. and Tiny got divorced afterwards.
Poor T.I. and Tiny!
Yeah.
Poor T.I. and Tiny.
And Mariah got dragged into it.
Yes, and they had the Floyd Mayweather.
Yes,
somebody was
mess.
there, and that.
Yes,
and then,
yes.
Ooh, didn't he win that boxing thing? Against that other guy?
I think so.
Oh, don't get me started. I don't know. One of my friends tells me about it, and I was like, well, Mariah loves Floyd Mayweather, so it's like, okay, let's talk about it. I know. It's in one ear, not the other. Okay, wait. What did I want to say? Oh, but I do think she probably did something with the kids.
I bet she did the cat ears again.
Cat ears and took them around, the gated community or something. You know what I mean? Or Nick did. The kids probably had a great Halloween.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
She didn't care.
And that's fine. I don't care either.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Well, guess what's happened to me? So I used to love New York City for Halloween.
Yeah.
But ever since going to New Orleans, they like do it up the most. I was here in New York going, this shit is lame.
This is depressing.
Yes.
No one's pulling out the big stops.
No, I know. I was like, this sucks. So now I've been spoiled.
Yeah, look what happens.
You know what else happened in New Orleans when I was there that I forgot to tell you?
What?
So at the big party, and everyone's in costumes and stuff. There's this one guy wearing a flesh-colored, bedazzled leotard and stockings.
Okay.
So I was like, oh my God, Mariah? He's like, no.
Brittany?
No, but then he's like, I get it. I was like, oh, okay, sorry.
No,
yeah.
but I get it.
Yeah.
So, it's like a maybe. It's a half yes, half no.
Yeah. Oh, there's a funny moment that I forgot to tell.
Okay, that is
another
funny.
Mariah moment.
That is funny.
Okay,
wait, before we also get started, I just want to shout out happy anniversary Rainbow. Rainbow's turning 18.
18. It can drink in Australia now.
Oh, yes. Get that bitch drunk. And because I'm wearing my Michael Trujillo
rainbow shirt
cute. Today. So cute, so festive. And so so the album came out on November 2nd, but November 3rd is going to be the 18th anniversary of the first time that I met Mariah.
Oh, at the Chicago?
At the Chicago Virgin Mega Record Store at approximately 7:30 p.m., even though I'd been waiting since 1 a.m.
What episode did we do that in? Was it the tour or the Rainbow Saga?
It was the Rainbow Saga Part 1. Go back in time, and you can hear all of that if you guys haven't listened. I'm sure you have, because
hilarious.
those are our biggest episodes.
I know, right?
But anyways, they're great episodes, so you should go back and listen to them anyways.
Yeah.
Anyways, so happy
It's a funny
anniversary.
story of Dan meeting Mariah.
It is. And then, you know what? You know that somebody on our YouTube
I saw that
had tried to accuse me of making up a story.
I saw that.
Girl, I might have to find that for LambMail later on in the show just so I can clarify things.
No, I saw the accusation of that, but then I was
when I
present
looked,
receipts, please.
Well, yeah, because then when I actually, we get an email when someone posts on our thing.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the actual YouTube page to see his comment, it wasn't there anymore. So I think he may have deleted it. However, I did not delete that email. So I know it's in our email. So I'm going to read it for LambMail later. And I'm going to clarify things for the Lamely on this 18th anniversary of Rainbow. I want to keep saying butterfly. Okay. Anyways.
Oh my God, it's going to be crazy. Only 2 years until it's Rainbow 20.
I know, right?
Do you think we'll get a special edition vinyl?
Absolutely not. Although, could you imagine a vinyl with this rainbow image on it? That would be really cute.
I know.
I'll buy one.
Me too.
But I want the whole package. I want the outtakes, the behind the scenes. I want you know me, I'm never satisfied. But I'll take whatever she gives us.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Scandalicious week.
Okay, let's get in.
From the top of the week.
From the top.
So, did you follow the Kathy Griffin story on the weekend?
Okay, I definitely did. I watched all 17 minutes of her calling out everybody, and she was not holding back. She was like, oh, bitches, you want to know the real tea? But it just goes to remind you that this Hollywood life is all fake and
phony.
These people are that's why I always loved Mariah being in New York. You know what I mean? Because she's one step away from it. And even though the Hollywood, quote, quote, celebrity life of New York is also very incestuous, it's at least it's a step away from what goes on in LA.
Exactly.
And all those executives and bosses and producers and all of those people.
Oh, that mess.
It's quite disgusting.
Right?
Why can't y'all just get along?
But I feel like the stuff that Kathy Griffin was talking about, and if you haven't seen the video, go check her YouTube. Just Google it, Kathy Griffin. She spills the tea on it all. Because what happened was... Oh, and it's Mariah related, by the way.
Well, a little bit, because I was very interested in some of the things that she was saying about the whole TMZ and about Andy Cohen.
But I bet that's just a slither.
Oh, please.
Slither of what's going on. And I bet from the day Mariah stepped foot in that Sony office, she had to deal with all that mess.
All of it. Oh, of course.
Yes.
And she probably had it 10 times worse, because
way worse, and way more out of control.
Out of control.
Because there's no way to communicate it and share it and call people out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. She had to deal with it in silence,
Little
probably.
Girl.
Yeah.
Little baby 18-year-old
I know, little baby Mariah.
had to deal with that.
I can't believe it. Okay, so we're...
And probably until the end of the Sony saga.
I'm sure she still deals with a lot of things in some ways still, even now. Even though she is a big name and, she can put her foot down and she has, more... It's sort of like...
Well, she doesn't have that need to get in the door now.
Exactly.
That's where the power...
right, she has... Because it's all about power. I was just listening to RuPaul, and she was talking about some scandalous things, and she's like, this is not always sometimes about... What it is always about, it's about power.
Yeah.
And, Mariah's very powerful.
Yes.
So she, she probably doesn't have so much weight on her from other people because she carries power with her now.
Right, and no one's going to try it.
Yeah, but I'm sure she still, in certain ways, has to, when working maybe with new people or like, with this new movie, I'm sure they're treating her just fine. But like, this is outside of, working with this new animated movie, The Star. Who's doing it? Sony Pictures?
Is it Sony or
Sony,
Universal?
Pixar? I don't know who does it.
A big company. I think
big company, but she's probably working with people that in an industry that she hasn't worked in before, so she probably doesn't carry as much power with her, or could be a little intimidated when in offices with these people because they know so much more than she. Right,
but no one's going to say, "Hey, S my D."
Oh no! Oh please, no! Are you kidding me? No, she's not having to deal with the sexual harassment level of it. No. No. Oh, please.
Yeah,
girl, please.
Which is where we're going later on in the conversation. Scandals. But let's go back to Kathy.
Let's talk to Kathy.
Well, Kathy spilled the beans on Harvey Levin at TMZ and Andy Cohen. Is all allegedly, by the way. This whole conversation is shrouded in allegedly.
This is all in a figment of your imagination. Yes. You didn't hear any of it from me.
Because TMZ caught Andy Cohen at, who I do not like at all. I hate Andy Cohen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a preference, yay or nay, for him.
Oh, he's like on my major shit list.
Really?
He's been on there for a while, but now it's like, all right, dude, like officially, we're done.
Yeah.
Anyway, so TMZ magically knew that Andy Cohen was coming into LAX.
Of course.
He's leaving the airport. They ask, and he took Kathy Griffin's New Year's Eve gig with Anderson Cooper. He's replacing Kathy Griffin after the whole Trump head situation. So they ask Andy, have you spoken to Kathy about, any tips for the New Year's Eve gig? And he's like, in the lamest, like, he can't even keep a straight face. He's like, who?
I don't know. And they say her again, and then he's like, I don't know her.
I was like, fuck off.
Totally pulling a Mariah line.
But it wasn't even funny. It was like...
It wasn't, yeah.
Like, don't bring Mariah into this. Stop bringing that up.
Stop it.
Because it turns into a thing all the time.
I know
we joke about it on the inside, but it's like our internal joke.
Yeah.
Like, stop bringing that up in the public
sphere.
Come
on. Like, Mariah was able to do that, like, 20 years ago. Well, whatever, how many years ago? 15 years ago?
Right.
I mean, come on. Give it a rest. Come up with something more
original.
Unique. Stop using her line.
So pathetic.
Although Mariah can use it whenever she wants. I won't care.
It's her line. Yes, I know. Use it.
Okay, so he said that in response to what Kathy was saying. But what was Kathy saying about him?
That she was pissed because she took his job.
No, I think it was the other things.
What other things?
About him offering her drugs.
Oh, that's after, though. That wasn't... That came after he said, I don't know her.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's why she made the video.
No, she made the video because Harvey Levin called her.
No, because what happened was...
Okay, maybe I'm lost because sometimes...
No, you got it twisted.
Okay, so I'm backwards.
Yeah, Andy Cohen did the I don't know her, and then Harvey Levin called Kathy's cell phone to get a comment about it for TMZ.
Oh, and that makes sense.
Then she's like, excuse me? What?
Got it.
You don't know me, bitch. Well...
And let me tell you all about yourself.
Let me tell you how much... Exactly.
Okay, got it. That's what happened.
She says that both times... And that... Oh, okay. Anyway, so then she says she's been on Watch What Happens Live twice. And also explained about her TV show and what it was like to work with him. And he's got 2 Emmys because of her. And,
right.
And you don't know me? Like, come on. That's not...
I know, right?
That's very different than Mariah and J-Lo.
Exactly.
They never worked together.
Right.
So, yeah, you can
drop that. So you can't use that line.
Exactly. Anyway, but then she goes on to say she went on to Watch What Happens Live twice, and Andy allegedly offered her cocaine both times.
Yeah.
And, like, Kathy doesn't do that. Kathy
doesn't even drink.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, he's so stupid to do that to somebody, like, who clearly, doesn't drink. Like, that's crazy.
And was obviously comfortable enough around her to do that.
Right. So, obviously, where my brain always goes, oh, my God, I wonder if he's done that to Mariah.
I know.
Right?
He better... Well, I don't want Mariah to go back there ever again, because we're not having that.
Well, she can go back there, but maybe, like, not for a minute.
But I'm so bored with that conversation. She's been there twice, and the last time I was like, do you know J-Lo yet? Like,
you're right,
ask
exactly.
her again. It'll be the same conversation.
If she does go back, like, there has to be something else going on. Like, you cannot ask her the same damn things all the time.
He has nothing original in his brain.
No, he has nothing. I agree.
But let's not... Anyway, but Kathy also made the good point. Like, look at this whole Housewife franchise. It's all about tearing down women.
That's
making women look bad. I was like, yeah, you're right.
It's true.
All of a sudden. I was like, yeah, that's totally true.
It's all about women fighting against each other.
Yes.
Which is not hashtag empowering your girls.
No, it's not.
It's not. Anyway.
I know.
But what I also found very interesting was the whole Harvey Levin and
close to Trump.
And being so close to Trump.
Yeah.
Because you know that someone in Mariah's team is very close to TMZ.
Yes.
Very close, because TMZ is always breaking some sort of something, right?
Yeah.
Aren't they the ones who just broke the news about the robberation? And that horrible remix that we shall not name its name.
Yes, they got the snippet of it.
And
the only snippet that exists.
And the prenuptial agreement nonsense with James Packer. So someone in Mariah's team is very close to TMZ and Harvey Levin, who runs and owns TMZ.
Yeah.
So I don't appreciate that.
Who's a homosexual?
And he's a homosexual, so I don't appreciate that even more.
Going against the tribe.
Could you believe him?
I know.
What a
pig. Both of them.
A pig.
Both of them.
But this is what happens, though, when your ego gets to you and you are in a quote unquote position of power.
You disconnect.
You start disconnecting, and you're not grounded in reality of real life. But other people's feelings and emotion. You lose that empathetic part of you because you are now overblown ego wise.
Exactly. You don't know what's going on. Out in the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you're behind in that bubble of things.
Which is why when Caitlyn Jenner transitioned, the trans community turned. Because you have no idea what we're going...
backlash.
Because the trans community was like, you don't know what we're going through. You're fucking up our movement.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Because Caitlyn was in the bubble.
She doesn't know. She thinks that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It is... Don't get me started on her, girl, because this is not the Caitlyn Jenner report. Because I could go in.
We need to fence off Hollywood.
But
build that wall around it.
It's so true, though. But that's
trouble.
Why I don't like Mariah being out there, because no matter how much you try to stay to your own, mind your own business, take care of your own damn children, you're gonna get sucked into it because she's in this industry.
Oh, and she's a hair away from it right now.
I know.
All these scandals.
With all these scandals. Okay, let's talk about the one that's closest to her, though.
Do you want to talk about Kevin Spacey?
Let's talk about the gay. Okay, while we're talking gays.
Well, here's the thing. So the Andy Cohen, Harvey Levin thing was going on. I'm like, ooh, juicy, juicy, juicy. Boom, Kevin Spacey. I'm like, fuck. Now Andy Cohen and Harvey Levin are like thrilled.
Right, exactly, because they're like off the hook now.
Everyone distracted straight away.
Distracted. No, it's all... Well, that's because that's how the media operates. These publicists that are out there, this is their job, to distract. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Because now, after the whole Harvey Levin, Kathy Griffin thing, okay, well, Harvey Weinstein's over there. He's, he's like, oof, finally, I can breathe now.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, but this Kevin Spacey thing,
total mess,
is a real. He got a lot of damn nerve.
Well, another one who's disconnected from the community.
From the community because he's been
everything up.
Oh my God. Okay, so tell what happened. Tell the full story, because you probably know more than I do.
Well, I was like following
what happened.
I was like I'm rarely on Twitter, but all of a sudden I was on Twitter watching it real time. And what night was it? Like Sunday night, Saturday night?
I don't remember.
I think it was the weekend.
My weekends are like booked solid, so I don't get a lot of social media time.
I think it was the weekend. I forgot the guy's name. This Broadway actor who's now in Star Trek said that Kevin Spacey made sexual advances to him when he was 14. They're both working on Broadway, and Kevin invited this actor to a party when he was this little kid. And then the guy said, okay, so there's like one side-eye moment in it. I'm not blaming the guy. But the kid went to this grown-up adult party. Kevin Spacey was 26. I should look up his name. And then said he was bored, so went into Kevin Spacey's bedroom and was watching TV or something. Everybody had left, and then Kevin Spacey came in and made a move on him.
Right, or
which I can totally see happening.
Right.
Allegedly. The only question, I'm like, where's this boy's parents?
That's what I'm thinking. But then again, you think, oh, well, this boy's he's a young teenager on Broadway, so he's probably living away from home.
Probably, yeah.
And blah, blah, blah.
But anyway, so that happened. So then I'm like, oh, shit, damn. In my mind, I'm thinking Kevin Spacey should keep his mouth shut about this, handle it on the low.
Right. The boy's name is Anthony Rapp.
Anthony Rapp, yes. Yeah. Who's now for 40-something years old.
Yeah. Still cute.
He's cute, right?
He's cute.
Yeah.
For a white boy.
He has a boyfriend in Star Trek.
Oh, really?
Character, yeah. Like
wait, so they're both in both the boyfriends are in Star Trek? Or Anthony Rapp?
His character has a...
Oh, his character is a homosexual.
Yes.
Oh, I heard about that.
I think it's the Latino guy from Noah's Ark. You know his face.
I'll probably know his face.
Yeah. So that's the little twist. But anyway, that's a sidebar. Anyway, so then Kevin Spacey comes out. I was drunk. I don't remember doing this. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. BT dub. I'm gay.
Right.
Oh.
So now he's using his... pedophilia as like he's connecting homosexuality and pedophilia, which number one is wrong. Well, he's also trying to deflect that by coming out.
Exactly.
So there's multiple layers of how wrong he went about this situation.
Oh, totally. Because for centuries, the gay community has been trying to disconnect that identity of pedophilia and homosexuality.
Right.
Because they're not the same thing. They're completely separate things. It's dangerous to like label gay people pedophiles because then you're just saying, well, only men molest boys. You're going to ignore all the girls that are getting molested too.
Yeah.
You have to disconnect them altogether.
Yeah.
Because then parents are going to be focusing on avoiding their sons getting molested and the girls are going to get all fucked up. So you want You want to make everything very clear. And obviously everyone's not a pedophile. Anyway, so here comes Kevin Spacey. Hi, I'm a pedophile. Hi, I'm gay.
Right. Can you believe
Undoing
that?
all the
work done. Why would he, in a million years, whoever his people are, his publicists, allow that? But it just goes to show that he's not surrounded by the right people. Like, these people are so disconnected from the gay world and homosexuality and the reality of the everything that's been going on in that culture for centuries that they would think that for 1 second that would be okay.
I know. Well, he's probably a straight publicist
who has no clue
idea
and because they're out there living in Hollywood and doing whatever they do.
I said, Kevin, this is coming out. You might as well just come out at the same time.
Right. And they think that that's okay.
A great idea.
And it's like, oh, it's okay because I'm gay and Girl, what is wrong with these people?
And as soon as that happened, like the whole gay community was like, we
what
didn't know
is
her.
Wrong with I don't know her. That's not my friend. We was not the gay club last week. No, we were not. But that is
huge fuck up. Like, he wasn't, because I always thought, one day he'll come out in time, like, he'll fold into the crowd.
Did you think he was gay though?
Oh yeah, this was like rumors forever. And remember years ago when he was the director at like the theater in London over there. He was like photographed with a boy kissing.
Oh, I do not follow him whatsoever. I don't even watch that show of his on Netflix, which is being canceled now, allegedly.
I never watched it. It's boring.
I don't think I've ever seen him in anything. I just know his face and his name.
Stuff.
I'm sure I've seen something, but I never... girl, please. I don't know nothing about him.
I don't know. I liked him, but then now I'm like... First I was like bummed. Like, oh no. And I was like, what the fuck, man?
I know, what the fuck? This is the last thing we need.
Exactly.
We do not need this. For the gays.
I know. It's just so funny because he's like... Came out and was like, no, stay over there. Like, nobody wants you.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course. No, you're not putting that on our name, not on us.
Just nuts.
No way. That's unbelievable, though.
Total madness.
It's just, these people, they don't think.
They don't think.
People don't think, girl.
Well, it's because they don't know. It's like Caitlyn Jenner and him in the bubbles.
Right.
They don't know what's going on.
They need to get out. They need to
read the bloody...
Girl, maybe they need to get inside and look inside of themselves.
Get on the internet.
And get something going on there.
Yeah.
Get a clue. Where can you get one of those in 2017? It's hard.
You can get onto QWERTY.com.
Yes,
that's a good site. World of Wonder. RuPaul's podcast.
I mean, hello.
Anything. All kinds of places.
Hello.
Yeah. Anyway, so that mess happened.
Yeah, I was just thinking, though, a sidebar tangent. I was just listening to RuPaul, and didn't they mention Mariah in this week's episode? We talked about people karaokeing, and they're like, and singing Hero. And I was like, oh, Lord, please don't. The only karaoke song that I've, ever, sang along to, but it was always a group effort. You know, maybe once or twice I sang a Mariah karaoke song allegedly when I was very drunk in a gay bar in Chicago, and it allegedly could have been Migrate, and it was like the worst thing. Thank God no one was in the bar. This is alleged. This
is before iPhones.
But Always Be My Baby is really good to sing.
That's a good
like
one.
For like a bunch of people, you know, like la-di-da. But anyways, okay, continuing on to the gay scandalation.
Well, I like doing background vocals for We Belong Together.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I need a lead.
Yes. There you go.
I like the BVs.
There you go. There you go. Okay, so the gay scandalation, last thing we need. But that scandalation rolled right into this
the next
other
one.
Scandal.
Because now the heads are rolling.
Oh, because now all the scandal is coming out.
Yeah.
You know, and we're not talking about the ABC TV show.
No. We're talking real life.
We're talking real life. This is crazy. It's one thing after another.
Yeah.
And this one hits real close to home.
Too close. So,
yes.
It was like 2 days ago, maybe?
I think so.
Like a couple
earlier in the
yesterday?
week. Yeah, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is.
Anyway, here we go. Brett Ratner is now on the shopping block.
Yep, here we go.
With like 5 plus
six
women.
6 women coming saying that he either harassed them in some type of way or raped them.
Yeah.
I think one girl went as far as saying rape.
Right.
And allegedly he's now suing her for defamation. Saying that
allegedly, huh?
Well, I guess it's not alleged if he's actually suing it. I just read it in the Hollywood Reporter.
Oh.
That his lawyer made this big statement from Hawaii.
Yeah, but that's what you do to just like.
Well, yeah, that's what you do. But like Kevin Spacey's not suing this kid.
No.
And he's only suing one woman. So I think like there could be some level of maybe
uncertainty.
She could be.
Oh, that's 1 out of 6.
1 out of 6. Hey, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Sure.
I'm sure he did something alleged.
Because it gets to their head. And look at him. He's sweaty and gross. No one's going to be.
You know what though? Back in the day, he was sort of cute.
He was a little bit.
He was a little. He was cuter. Back in the day, Brenda K. Starr.
Yeah.
Back. Now, you know, he's like, now he seems like one of those perverted old men, right?
Oh, totally.
All like grizzly and grimy.
Yeah.
Right?
This is where the power thing comes in, because you know young actresses, up-and-coming actresses, would go and hang out with him.
Of course.
Hang out in the hotel room, and then, of course, he's going to be like, so how bad do you want the role? How bad do you want to meet my friend, the director, or whatever?
Yeah. And so, I just think as a person going into that situation, I would be expecting that to happen, and I would have some sort of an idea or plan on how to avoid the situation. No,
but here's the thing: you expect it. Some people don't know. They're not thinking that way.
Well, I don't know how you couldn't.
That's the problem.
That is the problem.
Yeah, that's why
I don't know.
It gets sprung on them, and they don't know what to do. They're caught in a panic. Here's
the thing: yes, in a perfect world, you wouldn't have to, or wouldn't want to have to think about, hey, this man might come on to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a perfect world, but we know that's not happening, not here on Earth. Mm-hmm. So you have to be aware of situations you put yourself in.
Yeah.
Not saying that what he's doing is right. Any of these people, they're all dead wrong.
Totally, but now it's just like...
it takes advantage of your vulnerability, because you're like, okay, well, do I want to eat next week? I need this job.
Not only that, like I've just spent $1 zillion in acting school, 5 years of my life in acting school. Here's my chance. I don't want to get blacklisted in this world.
Yeah. Those are the things you do. I don't know. Like, I've never been in that situation.
No, neither. Thank God.
However, speaking on just harassment in general, I allegedly sexually harass someone at work every day. And I'm sexually harassed at work every single day.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost very commonplace in restaurants. Because here's
up against
sexually harassing someone could literally just be saying something to them.
Oh, yeah.
Or looking at them the wrong way, or just making them feel uncomfortable, being around you. Mm-hmm. So, literally, if you really think about it, everybody is sexually harassed in some way, shape, or form. And me being a gay person, every day, you know what I mean? By someone, most of the time, it's sort of buried under, this cloak of jokingness. But, it happens. It happens all the time. I think I'm just, like, sort of very used to it happening. Now, something like the Kevin Spacey thing, like, that's a different story.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Like, oh, girl, I could sexual harassment files, claims left and right in the restaurant, any restaurant.
Right. I was actually just listening to another podcast, and I totally forgot their name because it was like I was just digging through, trying out new podcasts.
Yeah.
And it was these two guys, and one was talking about like what you might think is a minor, a joke, or like a little fun touching at work, or like who cares, is actually can be traumatic for the person on the other end of it because they've probably experienced rape, molestation, something else.
Right.
And so these small jokey
that's
things
why that's why
horrible.
At the workplace, these are absolute. Any little tiny thing is zero tolerance. But it happens all the time in restaurants. It happens all the time in restaurants.
Oh yeah.
In most workplaces, I would imagine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not the office type of person. I don't know what goes down in an office. I could only imagine.
See, I've only ever worked with like lots of women. I've never had like a strong presence of like dominant men around me in a workplace.
I've had a mix, but I think it's just a different vibe in
like an
my
office
workplace
space or something,
as opposed to like an office space.
Yeah,
it's weird. I don't know.
I know, right?
I don't know. Now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, well, girl, all I know is I've been sexually harassed many a times. And girl, let me tell you, there's this real cute boy I work with. And I may be sexually harassing him every day, but he lives for it. So shout out to him. I will not be giving his name.
I know, but what I hate is now there's a big old stain on our favorite videos.
I
Mariah.
know. Okay. Because we have to take a splash break and then get to
Mariah.
The Mariah moments.
What are we going to do now? Now we've got this crisis.
What are we going to do with Mariah being connected so closely to Brett Ratner's name?
Okay,
because now he has number one, he's done that lawsuit against the one woman, and then he's also stepped down from Warner Brothers.
Ooh, and he's Rat Pack,
and and that too.
I think,
and that whole like James Packer. I remember when James Packer spoke out the other week about we didn't talk about that, girl. Remember him?
Yes.
Yeah, and he was like, oh, he was just in a bad place. Well, let me tell you what I think on that whole situation. That whole situation was BS from the get-go. That was all a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
I called it from the get-go, but I was trying to act like it was a Mariah Nick situation, and I'll just get used to it, and I'll start liking it. Girl, that was all BS from the get-go.
Oh, for sure.
And now he's out here talking about he was in a bad place in his life. Yeah, you were in a bad place in your life to let somebody like some woman or man, allegedly, talk you into doing this.
Yeah.
Like, you're crazy. Of course you were weak and vulnerable and going through it. Like, yeah.
He got a taste of Hollywood.
Yeah, he got a taste of Hollywood and the nonsensory that goes on in there. And the buffoonery.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that. I want to, like, forget that whole Mariah era.
I feel like that's ended, though. I feel like we're at the cusp of a new era.
Yeah, we are.
But first of all, what about that woman getting her job via Instagram direct message via Brett Ratner? He just put her on through to Mariah magically?
I mean, come on.
Allegedly?
Come on.
Side-eyeing
all the way through, up and down. But all the way through, honey. Side-eyeing with an eye roll. And the eye roll back.
Arms folded.
Pursed lips. Huffing and puffing. Girl, neck rolling.
Yeah, all of it.
All of it. And I'm going to go home and come back and do the same thing tomorrow.
Now we know his game. Now we know what's up with him.
Yeah, okay. So, but what do we think?
Allegedly.
How do you think that this is going to affect Mariah's public relationship with him? Because
it's got to end.
They have been, not only have they worked together on many of our favorite music videos.
Yeah. And for the record, I don't think Brett ever tried anything on Mariah.
No, I don't think so either.
Because she's handing over the check.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't need her to do that.
No, there wouldn't have been anything.
Professional.
If he did do something like that, the relationship would have ended many years ago. So there was no time for that. So I don't think any of that happened. But like, they're also very friendly and they hang out and they, Instagram pictures. They have birthdays that they celebrate one day apart from each other. So they're like Aries brothers and sisters.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like last year at their birthday celebration, they were out on the yacht together. There were pictures all over the internet of them. We can't have that this year.
No. We got to throw him in the I don't know her bin. She's going to get asked about it.
Yeah, she is.
She has to know what's up. She needs to be informed. She can't sit there going, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
She needs to have a clear statement prepared.
Right.
That I wasn't aware of this situation. It's very disappointing. And I haven't spoken to him since. You can be calling him on the phone. I just don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
And don't make it look like
it's going to have to lay that. It's going to have to lay really, really low.
Low. And let every Joe Schmo think you're not friends with him no more.
Yeah, but you can be friends all you want. But like, you know what I mean? It's all about the public image of what you're putting out there because you don't want to be
turned on more by women.
Right. Exactly. And you don't want to have to continually answer the question.
Yes.
You want to make one statement if you even need to make a statement. I know Mariah's game is probably she's not going to say a word.
But don't say, I don't know. Because it sounds stupid.
But here's the thing.
You need to be knowing what's going on.
We're going to talk when we come back from the slash break about Mariah's Chinese theater thing. I don't think she was asked about that at all. And she did interviews afterwards, although I haven't seen all the interviews because those are still going to roll out. However, so I don't know if she was asked or not, and I don't know what her answer was. But if she does answer, which I don't think she should, like it's not like she's his ex-girlfriend or they work together. Right. He's also worked with a lot of people. So you know what I mean? Like, are you going to ask every single body? But the thing is, once you answer, that's it. Because you don't want to be asked this in 6 months and 7 months, and you don't want this to be on the list of questions that people submit to your publicist.
Right, but also you don't want to be caught off guard and be like, boo, I love everybody. Like,
right.
You want to have a clear
You have to have a clear, concise statement.
You're not condoning any of it.
Right, because you know what had happened with Donna Karen.
Yes.
Oh, honey, did she shoot herself? Not in the foot, girl. She shot herself in the face. In the face. And then she had to go on Good Morning America.
Yeah, and no one's buying it still.
And no one's buying that still. Girl, I could see right through that fake veneer smile of yours.
Totally.
Girl, please. Oh, bitch, please.
Yep.
Oh, it's not even, oh, girl, please. It's, oh, bitch, please.
And look how Donna Karen, scandal-free, all of a sudden, done. We're done with her.
Done in a second.
Yeah.
You can't say nothing out of turn. You can't say nothing out of line. Don't come out here talking about, oh, Brett is my friend and I support him. Don't say anything like that, girl.
Nope.
I don't know nothing, but I do know that. You cannot say anything like that. Don't say it.
It can be very simple.
I really don't even think she should say anything.
She needs to acknowledge it and not say it. She needs to be aware of it.
She needs to be aware and ready because people will ask her.
Yeah.
But I think she shouldn't say anything. I don't think...
she doesn't have to volunteer information.
Right.
But she needs to be ready.
She needs to be ready.
So we don't have a Vegas shooting situation where she's like, what? Huh?
Agreed. I just hope that it is...
She needs a shutdown statement.
Yeah. And don't ask me this again statement.
Yeah.
Which, okay, now we're going to go to break because we're not barely even talking about Mariah. But, okay.
But it's all Mariah related somehow.
I know, I get it. But before we go to break, I want to talk about one of the interviews I did see. Remember, because last week we were talking about her house being robbed. And
I think she moved, by the way.
Yeah, I think there is a moving happening.
I would have moved too.
Hopefully it's moving back here to New York.
Yes.
On Extra TV, the interviewer asked her about it, and she said, I'm paraphrasing here, but the interviewer said, oh, did they take anything of value? And Mariah's like, they could never take my pride and joy, and that's all I have to say about that. And she shut it down. She's like, not going to talk about it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is perfect, and that's a perfect answer, girl.
Yes.
I love it. However, the way in which she answered this question, something in the tone of her voice was like, oh my God, I can't believe this stupid made-up story is being, asked. You know? That's how I felt she handled it. But if she was robbed, girl, I'm glad you're safe. Girl, I'm glad nobody stole your spotlight and your star and, your inner peace and your joy. But I'm just saying, even she was, rolling her eyes at that. She's like, oh, my God, that's nonsense.
But I don't think it was made up, because why did she move? Because I would have moved the fuck out, too. If it was made up, I'm like,
we don't know that she's moving.
I saw some movations going on.
Outside of Mariah's house?
I might have been stalking.
Outside of... Oh, Mariah... honey, you're the one she needs to be scared of coming in and robbing.
Cyber stalking.
Mariah may allegedly be moving. I don't know that is a true fact.
But nowhere in LA is safe. Even in Calabasas, that gated community, the Kardashians were robbed at the same day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You can't move anywhere safe out there.
I'm not saying it's a fake story. I'm just saying it's a ridiculous story and we shouldn't even be feeding it. Just like Mariah was with that interview where she was like, they didn't take what really matters to me, and that's all I'm saying about that.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, no, don't ask me stupid-ass shit.
Yeah.
Basically is what she said. So anyways.
All right, let's take our splash break.
Splash break, and we'll be back.
With the actual Mariah talk.
Yes.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome to the Patreon Splash Break. This is your moment to refill your splash, but also the moment to hear about how you can support the show. It's very easy. You go to patreon.com/the Mariah Report, and you can subscribe and pledge as little as $1, and it helps keep the show ad-free. It helps us with behind-the-scenes things that we need to pay for and run. There's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
And so we appreciate your support. So if you haven't done so yet, head over to patreon.com/the Mariah Report and check it out. It's basically a blog, and once you subscribe, you get access to it, and there's some behind-the-scenes things. There's some perks, bonus material, stuff like that. So check it out.
Of things.
Yeah, and it keeps the show going.
Yes. And you can also go to mariahreport.store.com where you can pick up fancy Mariah merchandise.
Yes.
Made exclusively for us. And that will not only put a fabulous shirt on your back, but also help support the show as well. And the artists get a great cut of the money as well.
They do.
A lot of people benefit from it.
Very affordable.
Very affordable. I'm wearing my rainbow shirt today.
Yeah.
I love and enjoy it.
It's good.
I'm a fan. So
that mug we cannot keep on the shelf.
No, this mug is flying off the shelves. I'm
Yes.
drinking my hot tea from the Mariah Report mug, the Butterfly Collection.
It's a butterfly it's like
Collage.
you know memoirs
all the looks.
The memoirs cover how there's like 3 Mariahs. Well, we got 5 Mariahs. We had to one up her. And it's all butterfly videos drawn by Michael Trujillo. And people think Michael uses like an app and it just turns into a cartoon. No, he sketches it.
Oh yeah, he draws
from
it.
scratch. Like we see the pencil drawings.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really,
real.
really well done.
Yeah.
I mean, honey, I can't even write my name. And people are like, what is that? And here's, Michael over here just drawing things.
Yeah.
Looking gorgeous.
I think people, you know what I think it is? People don't register because it's like a new form of art, like digital art.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It just doesn't look familiar, but it's like legit.
It's legit.
Yeah, it's good.
It's all legit.
It's good. Go check it out.
So you can do that at mariahreport.store.com.
We're back.
Splash break is over.
Yes.
I'm drinking tea for my splash break. We've been drinking a lot of tea lately, Martin.
We haven't had
a splash in a minute, like a real splash. We should be ashamed of ourselves.
No, we're getting healthy like Mariah. We're all in the same wagon.
Okay. I didn't think of it, but until now, like we haven't had a splash.
Day drunk in a while.
I know, right? Well, I don't know, because sometimes I have things to do after we record,
me too.
and we can't always be just out here just splashing around. Anyways,
I haven't seen Mariah with the splash in her hand for a minute, right?
Well, yeah, because we haven't seen. You know what? I got a random story that I have to tell right before we get into Mariah moments, but it's a Mariah story. So this person, I'm not going to say who it is because I don't know who listens to this, but I met this person recently and he told me, I was like, oh, I'm a big Mariah fan.
He was.
No, I told him that.
Oh, you told him
I told him that. And he's like, oh, you know what happened? We happened to be somewhere together and Always Be My Baby came on like the overhead radio. Mm-hmm. And we're like, oh, jamming out. And I'm like throwing out all the statistics, weeks at number 1, music, this, that, and the other. And he's like, oh, this song. See, something. And then he's like, you know what, though? Mariah was the biggest waste of money I've ever spent. And I was like, tell me more, you bitch.
Yeah.
And I really like this person, so I was like, whatever, okay. I want to hear your story. I didn't know what it was going to be referring to. And so he was like, okay, so I guess maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 years ago, I had this roommate and she was the biggest Mariah fan ever. And so I thought it would be fun to surprise her with seats or tickets to Mariah's show.
This is what he said.
This is what he's telling me.
Okay.
He's telling me. And I was like, oh my God, well, number one, what's your roommate's name? Because I probably might know her.
Yeah.
Number two, where was this at?
Bracelet?
No, I put together timeline, and it was definitely the Angels Advocate.
Uh-oh.
And as soon as he told me what year it was and what city it was in, I was like, oh, fuck. Well, there's not going to be much. I didn't have much time to defend it because we were separating. And so I was like, okay, I don't have, listen. But he was like, okay, so we get there.
Where was the city?
In Arizona. And he's like, okay, so we get there. I spent so much money. He spent like $500 a ticket for 2 tickets, which is normal price nowadays. But 10 years ago, that was like huge.
And in Arizona?
In Arizona, right? You know what I mean? So he basically, long story short, said that Mariah was lip syncing the whole time, lip syncing when her mic wasn't even near her mouth, had her tray table with nothing but booze on it. And it was like just horrible. The production was bad. Yeah. This was bad. I mean, he had nothing nice to say about it. And I was like, listen. Mariah was having a couple of moments on that tour. Next time I see your ass, I'm going to give you the full defense. And you're mistaken when you think that she had a full table full of cocktails, because Mariah doesn't drink cocktails. Yes, she was sipping splashes, but there were also water. There's also, hot tea. There's also her vocal spray. There's other things on that table. She's not over there with a cocktail full of, whatever.
A buffet of cocktails.
A buffet of cocktails. But anyway, so I got like a bad review of the Mariah's Angels Advocate concert out there on the streets.
I know, but that one's a hard one to
That one is a hard
There's
one.
No receipts.
Because it is very hard. Because I didn't even like that tour.
Yeah.
It was like it was really cheaply produced.
Yeah.
She didn't look, I mean, she looked gorgeous, but none of the dresses were that great.
No.
You know what I mean? The set list was good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
It was sort of coming, after you see something like the Adventures of Mimi tour, then when you next time, then you come and see her like in a high school production.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, girl.
What's this?
What's happening? But anyways, I will let that story go, and we'll get into current moments, which are all very festive.
Well, see, if I were you, I wouldn't come back to that topic with him.
I would just,
let it go.
I would just let it go.
Yeah.
But I have to let him know that she wasn't just up there boozing.
He's not going to list register.
That's true. It's true.
But you got to somehow convince him to go to the
new Christmas shows and things like that. Yes,
yeah.
that's what I'm thinking. I was like, listen, we can redeem this.
Yes.
Like that was one time. Like you always have to live in the now, not the past.
Yes. Yeah.
Anyways, I'll work on it. I'll report back, and I'll let you guys know.
If you start like trying to like convince him what he didn't see, like that it was good, he'll start remembering more bad things and dig himself deeper in the hate hole.
True.
So I think just let it go.
Okay, I'll let it go.
That's how you handle a hater.
But I'll still keep hitting him with good things now.
Current, new receipts.
And still tell him how fabulous she is, because he says he is a fan of hers. Like, he's, obviously grew up on her music. So.
Oh, yeah. He sounds like you can bring him back around.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those that, like, you buy him a free dinner.
Yeah.
Like, when you're at the restaurant and, like, your food comes out, like, and everything's all effed up, and you just buy him dinner or dessert, and they're like, okay. And then they'll come back. BT Dub, I'm going to tell you a story after we get off the air about these people that came into my restaurant one time.
What?
They complained on me, and then
came back.
Yeah, and then they came back. But anyways,
and they complained.
Not the second time.
Oh, they were redeemed.
Somehow they redeemed.
Oh,
but then they're like, oh, it wasn't you, and I was like, yeah, well, that's not what my boss thinks. You bitch. Anyways,
I don't get people who complain in restaurants.
Me neither. I don't get it.
Did you know that time I went to the restaurant around the corner here and I ordered the crispy calamari and it came out soggy?
Ew.
And so I was like, what is this? And so I called the waiter. I was sitting at the bar, so I called the
bartender.
I guess the bartender. I was like, this is like really soft and like gross.
It's not, yeah.
Oh, it's cold. And so someone came from the back, took it, put it in the microwave.
Oh, bitch.
Brought it back out. It was even more soggy.
Oh, bitch, you gotta be kidding me.
It was worse.
That's absolutely insane. That's absurd.
Well, get this. So I was like, excuse me, I need the manager. Like, I can't deal with this. Like, I was like, something is weird here. So the manager comes. He's like, is something wrong? I went, yeah, I just ordered this and they put it in the microwave and now it's even worse. It's called crispy calamari. That's what it says.
That's crazy.
He takes it back. The manager comes back out with a fresh plate of crispy calamari and says, "Do you want mine? They just made it for me."
Girl, where is this? That's absolutely crazy. I've never heard anything like that.
I know.
Oh my God.
I was like, no, I don't want it.
No.
I was like, forget about it. I don't want anything.
Oh my God. Girl,
insane?
now that is the type of place I would never go back to.
But I didn't bother complaining. I was like, oh, no, I'm just not coming back.
Just don't go back.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? Just don't go back. Yeah. One time though, not to get into restaurant stories, but one time this lady was absolutely crazy. And you know how like in your instance, you're just like, you know what? I don't want it and I'm not going to come back. This lady was so crazy. I won't get into the whole story, but she was so effing crazy that we're like, you know what, ma'am? We're just going to buy your dinner if you will just leave right now.
People are nuts.
You're so crazy. You have to actually leave right now. You know what I mean? And she wasn't like so crazy. It's not like she was like running around bashing people upside the heads with baseball bats, but she was disrupting, like getting up and going over to other tables and like telling them how to like act.
Oh my God.
And behave. And then like it was just a disaster. And I was like, girl, I'm not dealing with crazy girls. Somebody better get this lady. You better get this lady.
Oh my God. People are just nuts.
They are
on
nuts.
all ends of
the spectrum. Anyways, can we talk about the amazing Mariah moments?
Okay, well, in my mind, the Hollywood star and the hand thing is the same thing.
See,
I didn't realize there was a difference.
They are different. And here, I mean, even though everyone knows the Hollywood Walk of Fame, so Mariah got her handprints and shoe prints in the Chinese theater, which, you know, is legendary and blah, blah, blah. Maryland, all the big ones. Yeah. But that's what it is because back in the day, maybe they used to be like on the same level. Yeah. But nowadays, the Hollywood Walk of Fame,
you can like buy it.
You can like buy it. Like anyone can just get it, and most people have one. And it's almost been watered down. Now it is a big achievement because you're one of maybe 1,000 people who will have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. But like,
and it's like a process. Like you got to apply, and then
you have to be approved, and all kinds of things, and you have to like pay for the upkeep of it. And all kinds of shit.
But it's like easier to get.
It's easier to get. Let's just say that. Mm-hmm. Long story short, easier to get. And then like when I was like just reading about the history of the Chinese theater and everything, I was just thinking like, well, this holds so much more weight. Yeah. And it's literally for like legends only. Right. Like it's big. Yeah. It's not just like, any hooker walking across your star on the Hollywood Boulevard.
You're not going to find
this is like
reality
huge. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was like surprised that she was doing this out of the blue. I wouldn't have expected it, but
now is it for movie people? Was she there for her music achievement or her movie achievements?
Well, obviously her lifetime legendary status. Okay. I don't know, but I do know that Sony Pictures was there and they were Instagramming and tweeting about it, promoting the star. So I'm sure there was some sort of connection through that as well. But either way, I think it's a big, huge, monumental moment of her career. I can't wait to go because literally when she got the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. They're real cute. But now I want to go and put my hands in this thing. Yeah. I want to like see it and like in real life. Like the star is one thing, but like this is something else. I'm much more excited. Although I think for this, even though it's not as popularly, known, I suppose. I think it's just better.
Can I put something in the suggestion box?
Yeah, of course.
Can we like take it out the back and just like redo it a little bit?
What do you mean?
Because you know how the carry is like all wonky.
Okay, well, it's real hard to write on those, and her poor hands.
I know. But I'm like, can we just fix it?
She's not really accustomed to writing her last name that often, let alone in cement.
I know. But I wouldn't mind a quick switcheroo.
Just a little bit of a touch-up? Yeah, can we do a quick touch-up?
I wouldn't complain.
Because even the C on the carry is a little wonky.
But it looked like she almost started the C on the H as like one word. But then they're like, oh, no, another one.
Yeah, it is. But it's just hard. It's hard to do.
She was trying to pose, just trying to do it like it was a...
it's a lot going on. There's a lot going on.
Which is what I'm saying. Just like... quick switcheroo.
I'm sure they do some sort of a cleanup in the back.
I hope so.
Something. Well, we'll see because we have pictures of it.
Listen, I wouldn't say anything. If
I wouldn't say anything. Nobody would know nothing.
No.
Nothing.
That can stay between us Lamb friends.
Exactly. Also because if you look at the footprints, and it was so weird having her step on there the way that she was positioned.
Yeah. Couldn't we get her a rail or something?
Thank you.
Yes.
Why are there men who are not accustomed to holding her up? Where are her regular men who hold her up?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
They know how to hold her up.
Yeah.
So when she put one of her feet on there, you could see the heel mark is 2 or 3 placed in there 2 or 3 times.
Oh yeah. Oh my God.
It's someone cover 2 of those up.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it is a little awkward, but that's real life and that's how it happens. And not everything, has to be, glossy Hollywood perfect.
No, but it is literally etched in stone.
Literally, yes, but that's just the way it is.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't
be mad either. No. But I don't think that they do that.
I'm just
do
saying.
You think they allow her to practice though? I would think because when was the last time you wrote in cement?
Never. No, I'm
exactly.
No, I'm not mad at her.
I'm just saying. No, I know, but I'm just saying those people who produce this and they make this shit happen. Don't you think that they would be hey,
come practice first.
Come practice a couple times.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Well, maybe they did, and it's one out the back. They can switcheroo it.
They can switcheroo it.
Yeah,
maybe she does multiple ones.
That'd be nice. Well, I'm just saying.
Anyways.
If it looks different next time you see it, don't say anything.
Don't say anything. Keep your mouth shut.
Keep your magnifying glass in your pocket.
Exactly. Now is not the time. But let's talk about...
still
legendary.
Exciting.
Love it. Exciting. Let's talk about how gorgeous she looked as well.
Mariah's back.
Oh my God. She came out from the back. First of all, Lee Daniels introduced her, which is really great. And he really loves her and blah, blah, blah. They have a really nice friendship. I like that. Mm-hmm. She came out the back door and around the side and up the stage with so much energy and life. Mm-hmm. And then when they hugged each other, oh my God, I was just beaming from cheek to cheek. I loved it.
Yeah.
She was so beautiful.
Yes.
That's a star right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's my Mariah.
I know.
I loved it. I could not get enough of it. The whole thing.
It feels like our Mariah's been hiding for a couple of years.
Yeah. But she's back. I mean, she was always there.
Yeah.
We just, we had to see behind. We had to knock all, you had to, get behind all that smoke and mirrors.
Yeah, yeah.
But, oh my God, this makes me even more and more excited for the Christmas Casino tour.
Yes.
And everything else coming up.
Oh, I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know.
Speaking of the Christmas Casino tour, we've got 2 new shows added.
We got 2 new shows added, and
they're weekend shows.
They are weekend shows here in New York.
Yeah.
Which I thought that 4 shows was fine, but I see why she needs a weekend show.
Yeah, because people have to drive in and stuff.
I just already think she's doing so many shows.
She needs to. I think this is it.
This is it. Don't add any more. I think, girl, if you do too much, we don't want you being. We don't want glitter.
No,
you know what I mean.
No,
even though I feel like she's ready and has the energy and she's back in good spirits for a tour like this, it's still a lot, girl. Still a lot. Calm down. Don't do too much.
Yeah.
Look at me talking to her like I'm talking to her right now. She ain't hearing me.
But I think we're good where we're at.
I think we're right. We're good right where we're at. Don't add any more shows.
The weekend shows, yes, we need those.
And
did we tell them how we're at RuPaul's Drag Race the other day?
No, we didn't.
So Dan and I went to see Work the World by RuPaul's Drag Race.
Which is a tour that travels the world of RuPaul Drag Race.
Drag queens. Yeah.
Drag queens.
Anyway, so it's at this place called the Town Hall in Times Square.
Yes.
And you might know it from the Whitney Houston Oprah interview.
Yes, the one where she's clean. The 2-part exclusive.
They're on this big stage. That's the place.
That's the place.
So, of course, Dan and I are sitting there going, this is a good place for Mariah.
This is a good... Mariah should perform, but...
the Christmas show.
The Christmas show, because it is a little smaller, but it's also wider.
And closer to Broadway, in air quotes.
Exactly,
Broadway
it's on 43rd and 6th, which is a block away from Broadway.
But that's all the theaters are off Broadway. They're not on Broadway.
Yeah, no theaters are actually on Broadway.
Yeah.
So that would be like, her on Broadway. But, because, I knew of that theater because of the Whitney thing. But also, like, a year or two ago, I was randomly out at the club and I met a friend of a friend, and he told me that he just had come from a show from Town Hall. And I was like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. And he told me all about the theater and how, like, it's been there forever and it has really great acoustics because he's like musically knows people or something. And ever since then, this was probably before Mariah even did her Beacon shows, or maybe like the first year she did them.
Yeah.
And so I always in the back of my mind was thinking, oh, if she goes somewhere else, she could do Town Hall, even though I'd never been there.
Yeah.
This guy praised it so much. And then since we just went there, I was like, that would be super cute.
Yeah.
However, I will say the Beacon is
perfect.
Is very perfect for it. It has like more of that old Christmassy feel.
And the embellishments inside
the embellishments,
theater
just the overall decor is because, Town Hall is what it is. Town Hall is what it is. But it's very sort of stark colored. Like it's just blank.
It is blank. You're going to have to decorate it.
You have to decorate it. Mariah have to put a lot more into decorating. Yeah, she would have to bring her own lights.
Yes, her own tinsel.
Her own ornaments. Yeah, all of that. But from looking, we were sitting on the main floor, but like the balcony.
The balcony looked real good.
The balcony has like literally hundreds of seats in the front.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you can't get front seats, you can get the balcony front seats, which are just as good and probably like even better. I would sit up at the balcony front row.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a good theater, so shout out to Town Hall here in New York.
Well, it's old New York because, that cluster of theaters in Times Square, they're all small. Like that's the standard.
Yeah, of course. That's just standard.
You're not going to get a big theater down there.
No.
If you want a Broadway moment.
You know what I did not like about the Town Hall, though?
What? The drinks?
Their drink situation.
Oh,
Number one, they were outrageously expensive.
They all are down there.
Well, I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But like outrageous.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're going to give me my own cup and be like, come back for $5 off.
Yeah.
So, okay. Or I can go down to the bar in the other side of the street and get drink cheap there.
Yeah, that's what we did.
That's actually what we did allegedly. Don't tell anyone.
Ran out and got our own drink.
Filled up our cups with booze from the restaurant down the street.
Which is economical.
Very economical.
Yes.
But then like their whole bar set up, like they literally had like this makeshift bar just set up like right inside the front of the door.
All right,
and
now I'm canceling my suggestion of doing Christmas there. Keep it at the Beacon.
Keep it at the Beacon because the Beacon I think is good, Yeah.
Because
it was also very like sort of crowded at the Town Hall because that front section is so small, and then when you got the booze counter and you got the merch counter, and then like there's too many people everywhere.
All right, we'll scrap that idea.
But we love you anyways, Town Hall.
Emergency
situation. If the Beacon's never available, we got a second place. Mariah, if you're listening, now tell your people. Anyways, Mariah looked gorgeous. I loved the hair. I loved the dress. Yes. I loved the shoes. And if you look closely, she was wearing fishnets. However,
and I know.
Yes. However,
not of the fishnet era. Though.
Not of the fishnet era. Like those are reasonable fishnets.
They look good.
That where if you're looking from afar, they look like regular hose or whatever. You have to squint or you have to see the up close pictures. And those are ladies. Those are ladies fishnets. Yes. Now, when you're out there wearing them hooker fishnets that I could see a block away, that's what hookers wear so people can notice them a block away.
When they're in their cars driving.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I even love the fishnets she was wearing.
I know. I wasn't mad at the fishnets.
And the diamonds, everything was perfect.
But
she looked
don't bring
gorgeous.
Back the fishnet era.
Please don't.
Remember
please
that?
Don't.
We had a whole fishnet dress.
Oh, please. Oh, please. A whole fishnet dress. Bitch looked like she got taken up from the sea. Girl, trapped in the net.
That was rough.
God, girl, pray for
We've been
that
through a
moment
lot
in time. We've been through so much.
So hell.
Much, Lambs.
2 years of hell.
I know, but look at us now.
We made it through the rain.
We're still alive.
Here we are.
And here we are. I see the sunlight is coming through.
It is.
It is. Okay, so what else do we have? She did tape something else this week.
Well, she did interviews at the hand thing, the handprint.
Yes, she did.
Talking about the star, the usual.
Yeah, and blah, 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 all that basic. She loves it. She loves it.
Twitter was all in a frenzy.
Flutter.
Because someone was missing in the back, lurking around the background.
Yes.
Didn't see anybody.
Yeah, but that's not the first time that we've been missing this person.
Recently, though.
No, I mean, this person was just here in New York with her.
Right.
So, I mean, that was literally last week.
I know, but this is a big deal where that person would normally be all up in the pictures, too.
Okay, but maybe she's out doing something else.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to...
There's a lot of rumors circulating. Believe me, we've been getting the Twitters, we've been getting the emails, we've been getting all of the...
all of it.
It's all circulating. Again, I said it last week, I think. This is not happening right now. It's a slow downhill until this person's finally erased from our lives.
Oh, please. That'll be the day.
The day will come.
I know, but
I wish nothing but the best for everyone. But Mariah's best interest comes first. So
exactly.
That's who I'm worried about.
Oh, 100%.
100%. But Mariah did tape something else this week, which hopefully we'll be seeing sometime soon. I don't have any details on it, but she did the star performance.
The first time it's done.
For the first time. And she did a bunch of press interviews.
Yeah.
And the kids were singing.
Back up.
What did I tell y'all?
Yes,
and she also said she's probably going to put this on the set list for the Christmas casino tour.
No.
So them babies are going to get their first moment.
Their first tour.
Across the world.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Everybody was living for the Billy Frank nostalgia.
Yes, from the Never Too Far Madison Square Garden scene moments. I mean, she literally looked exactly like that, and she looked gorgeous.
I know, but when I saw that picture of her standing by the tree looking like Billy, I was like, who the fuck is that?
Who is that bitch?
Yes.
Oh, that's Mariah today.
Then I was like, was she wearing a fat suit 2 weeks ago, punking us?
Right?
What was she doing?
Something was going on. I don't know what was going on. She's amazing.
She looks like it's crazy how quickly she can transform.
It is,
back to herself.
Like this sounds crazy, but any other lamb, they'll get what I mean. Back in the day, we used to talk, like, just lamb talk would be, oh my God, her breasts are so big. Oh my God, why are her breasts so big now? And yesterday they were so small. Nowadays, we talk about, like, her figure. Oh my God, she was so fat yesterday. Now she's so skinny. Like, what's going on? It's like, somehow Mariah just has this magical thing, depending on what day it is, to look bigger, smaller, bigger breasted, more cleavage, less cleavage, all of that. Like, it's astonishing. It's so funny.
Well, speaking of her boobs, they look good.
They looked good. She had the ladies out.
Well, I was looking at the Halloween pictures from last year when they were just new, and
allegedly,
but they were like gigantic and.
See, I don't think they were new, but
they look pretty new.
Okay, I don't know what new breasts look like.
They look inflamed.
Okay.
But now they've settled nice.
No, they look good.
Yeah.
I love what there was a couple of online things that were talking about the Chinese theater where she was showing too much cleavage, but I'm like, girl,
that looks like...
are you kidding me?
No, I thought that looked good.
Oh, please. I was like, y'all are really reaching for it.
I thought they were actually like covered up.
I thought they were covered up, but you know when she bent over.
Well, of course.
Of course, but like that's the whole thing of it. Like, get out of here. Come on.
She prepared for that.
Yeah, she was ready. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved everything about it.
It's been a good week again.
It's been a good week again.
Two in a row.
Mariah's doing these interviews and she's
English.
Speaking and she's clear and she's like engaged.
Yep.
It's like it literally is a whole new world.
What about that interview where they were like, so you're going around the world spreading Christmas cheer? And she's like, I sound like Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's true though.
It's true.
She's taking his job.
Is. No, I think she's back at it. She's in it to win it. Yeah. All of a sudden again, and I'm happy. I'm happy for her. This has been a good Mariah week.
Do you know who's growing on me week by week?
What?
Brian Tanaka.
You know what? A little bit because you know. Well, go ahead.
Well, he's not all up in our face. Hashtag lamely thinging.
True.
Like what Nick did, forcing himself on us.
Right. Or other people that work for her.
No, he learned the lesson.
Right.
He took some notes and staying back.
You know, I do. Because I saw this video from the Chinese theater thing where he was standing up and there was a lamb behind him, like filming it. And he was standing up, cheering and clapping. And they're like, Brian, move. We can't see her. And so he like sat down. Like he gets it. You know what I mean? So I bet he is very nice.
He is nice.
And, you know, enough time has passed since the Mariah's World.
Yeah.
Vomit Fest.
Yeah.
Like, Some random person was talking about that backyard gazebo scene to me.
Oh God, that mess.
Oh, this person I work with was like, oh, I don't know much about Mariah, but I watched her show. And that backyard gazebo scene when the things come on, and I was like, girl.
Oh, no.
And I was like, yeah, if you were like, girl, what do you think I was like? It's so stupid. So, like, that made me not like him. And then, like, you know, with all those other people involved. But sometimes when I see them together now, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cute. Great, fine. And he's staying just enough in the background for me not to get sick of him.
Yes.
And, you know, he's one of my baby daddies. So, like, you know, whatever. You know, I would do him. So I'm happy. I'm happy if Mariah's happy.
When I was in New Orleans, the Beyonce Love on Top video came on. I'm like, oh, hey, Brian, what's up? There he is.
How you doing?
Twirling around the background.
All right, Martin, we have to get into some LambMail.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, well, speaking of the Chinese theater thing.
Right.
There was a error.
Well, of course. Of course there is.
So our listener, Maria Morales, pointed out that she got the email from Team Mariah, and there was like different conflicting dates and times.
Which is basically an invite to the event. Like, hey, Mariah's going to be doing this. Lamely, come out. Because
there was a moment where people were like taking shots of the scene. I was like, where is everybody?
Yeah, it wasn't like crazy packed or anything. It was very subdued. So, but what happened was Team Mariah got their information wrong. Like, Can we proofread? Who's proofreading these things? Yeah. Come on now. You send out this mass email to like Los Angeles area lambs. Yeah. And there's conflicting dates. What does it say? It says one says November 1. November 1.
And then the main one is like November 2.
Right. So you're like, okay, well, what date is it? Yeah. I mean, I would have noticed something like that, and I would have been tweeting, emailing, or something. But like, it just goes to show how sloppy Team Mariah is. It's how sloppy all the Honeybee Fly live passes are. It's how sloppy the website is.
Speaking of Honeybee Fly live pass, she tried it again with the new dates.
Of course, she's going to keep trying it. Hasn't she learned her lesson?
No. Oh, by the way, I'm so proud of myself because I got real good seats at a real good price.
Yes, you did.
No Honeybee Fly pass.
With no Honeybee Fly pass. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Cut it out.
Now we know how this operates, people. Yeah. So Mariah, you can cut the live pass BS and just make a regular fan club pre-sale. Yeah. And give us good, reasonable priced tickets.
Good seats.
Good seats.
Yes.
Yeah, good seats at regular face value. Yeah. Like, don't give me all that, you know, what is it? Like the VIP, all. Fuck.
I don't want that shit.
Bitch, I don't want that shit. Yeah. What do I need that shit for?
Like
what?
I don't know. Nothing.
Unless maybe like free drinks. But like then I would just be drunk as fuck. Yeah. So I don't want that.
Do you remember that girl that threw up all over the place?
Yeah, I would not. No, please. Oh my God.
Right when the show started?
Oh God, someone threw up on the train the other day. Oh. Girl, I had to exit immediately because I get that.
The gag.
I get that gag.
I know. You gotta go.
Gotta go. Disgusting. Yeah, she ruined our show last year.
Yeah, that woman. Not that woman, another woman.
Not that woman, a different woman, but they're all that woman. Oh my God, I was listening to Anna Faris's podcast, Unqualified. I was listening to the RuPaul episode, which I never listened to before.
Oh, it's good.
And RuPaul starts talking shit about people. She started talking shit about Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, what?
And yes, and she was like, Gwyneth Paltrow is that girl. She is that girl that you don't want to be. And I don't have time for that girl in my life. And I was like, damn, bitch. Oh, RuPaul will read a bitch. And with no issues. She was like, oh, I interviewed her in 1997. And I was like, oh, you're that girl, aren't you?
Oh my God. All right, let's get to the LambMail.
Oh, Lord.
Who do you have for LambMail?
Okay, well, for LambMail, I just have like a really quick LambMail connection moment. Okay. Because this is why we love being Lamely, and shout out to all the Lamely that listens and all the lambs that know each other, because Mariah really brings the lambs together. So you were talking last week about going to New Orleans and Living with Lee, you saw him jamming out to the Mariah.
Oh, the guy twirling around
and
presenting to people.
To people, yes. Well,
because the Mariah "I Stay in Love" remix was on as the closer of the party.
Yeah, and like this lamb was living for his life, and you're like, oh, look at this queen.
Yeah,
and so
turns out one of our listeners.
He's one of our listeners.
Yeah.
Well, who else is one of our listeners is Steve Duchan, and he's one of our Patreon listeners.
Oh,
and he sent us a LambMail saying that he was like, blah, blah, blah. I had to write to the two of you guys because you guys gave a shout out to my longtime friend of mine living with Lee on last week's Moments. Yeah. He sent me your Instagram story the day that you guys posted it of him dancing on the stage in New Orleans. He was ecstatic. We had met in 2005 on MySpace because of Mariah picked MySpace, guys. MySpace. This is how long the Lamely has been around.
Yeah.
Believe me, I remember the day. I remember before MySpace days of the Lamely on MySpace because of Mariah pictures and songs we both had on our accounts. We went to college about 2 hours from each other, and the world and would discuss Mariah for hours on end till the wee hours of the morning. 12 years later, and many more phone conversations praising and bitching about the one and only. The rest is history, and we have been friends ever since.
Oh, that's a cute
Isn't that
story.
Crazy?
Yeah.
I mean, I love stories like that. When you got, when you get your lambs, you're connected. You're always lambs.
Sean, who does our graphics for the podcast here, we met in gay.com.
Shut your mouth.
Talking Mariah Carey stock.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
That's how it just starts. Talking
on the gay.com.
On the gay.com.
I remember
before MySpace.
Honey. Oh, please. Before Grindr. Oh, Jesus.
Gay.com.
Oh, the gay.com. I do remember that. For some odd reason, though, even though I've always been like gay, I was like nervous to like talk to people on gay.com, though.
Well, you could like, well, it was in the days of, if you get on the internet, don't let anybody know your real name. Don't let
I guess that's what
like you make up fake names.
What it was more like, I was like, oh, I can't let these people know who I really am.
No, so my code name was something Mariah related, and so I guess Sean was like, oh, hey, you're a Mariah fan. I'm like, yeah. So that's how it all started.
I love it. I love Lamb Connection stories.
And now
it's
here we
really
are,
great.
Friends 1,000 years later.
Yeah. 2,000 years later, even.
Exactly. Yes.
Even though we're not a day over 12.
Yeah, it's a whole new millennium.
Exactly.
But yeah, Lamb Connections.
Lamb Connections. I love it. Oh, girl, I got all my Lamb's connections. Oh, please.
Oh, Sean and I were at the cinema 9 a.m. when Glitter came out.
Oh, girl.
In the first screening by ourselves. There was like 2 other people in there.
Yeah, same here. Same here. So that's all I have for LambMail right now.
Should we do iTunes reviews?
Yes, we should.
So here's another way to support the show, and we love it the most. And you get guaranteed to get read out. Oh, by the way, thanks to everybody who sends in comments and stuff. Like we get,
we get a lot. We try to read things from everybody, but because Martin and I talk so much about random stories for the past hour and a half, we can't fit in all the email that all the LambMail that we intend to put in here. We can't even read it out, so it might come around another time. You never know.
The label makes these decisions.
It just happens.
Yeah, sorry,
but we love and appreciate it.
Okay, so iTunes. We have some Canadian iTunes reviews.
The Canadians love us.
Oh, I love Canadians.
Yes. And shout out to all the Canadian lambs going to the Windsor concert.
Yes, that's a big deal.
Oh, yes. They're like, oh, yes. Oh, and they're going to keep us up to date.
Yes,
so we can't wait. Thank you.
Okay, so here's iTunes review from Tim Rashash.
Wait, where are you? I'm lost.
This is the American one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, the newest one. So Tim says, I'll just start by saying that just judging by looking at me, you wouldn't think that I would enjoy a podcast like this. Don't judge a book by its cover, just like I didn't judge this podcast by its title before listening to it. I've been a fan of Mariah since...
Is he throwing shade at our title? Because we tried very hard to make this title good. I get your shade. I hear you.
It's hard to make it not cheesy.
It is. I get it. I'm just joking. I'm joking. Please.
I've been a fan of Mariah since owning the Emotions album. While I must say I haven't been in love with her most recent work, I'm still a huge fan. It felt good to find these dudes that share the same energy as I when it comes to this woman. Being a podcaster myself, I'm very critical when it comes to podcasts. These guys do it right. I feel like I'm at the bar overhearing a conversation about Mariah Carey amongst two friends and that don't mind having too many glasses of wine.
No.
We're like mostly sober recently.
I know. There could be something wrong with us about that.
These guys can count on my support with the purchase of their products. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
The products are good.
Yes.
mariahreport.com.
They really are. I rock mine all the time.
Oh, I know. I've got my stack over there.
Oh, yes. And we got new stuff coming. Oh, Lambs,
Christmas?
just wait.
The Christmas stuff is coming, by the way. Anyway. Because of these guys, I actually attended the Mariah and Lionel Richie concert. Yes, Mariah.
Yes.
Where's our cut of that? Their Butterfly Saga episodes were dead on. Thanks for taking out the time and keeping us informed and entertained about Mariah. In a world where many have written her off, you still keep her an important chapter in my book. Oh, by the way, where did you guys get your theme song? The ones that have the one that has the Heartbreaker theme that plays in the intro and outro. What's his name?
We found it. We found the guy online and
on Instagram
and something.
Young Breezy.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
Yeah, we might have to talk about
Breezy Easy. It's in our description.
Yeah, you can go to our description
on
and
Apple.
it links you to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I going to say about that? Yeah, thanks for that review. You're a podcaster yourself. What's your podcast? Tell us.
Yeah. I was very interested to hear that. That's right.
Uh-huh.
I want to know. Okay.
Thank you for that.
I'm going to read the Canadian ones.
Okay.
Because I have a different bundle than you do, Martin. Can I read both of them?
Go ahead.
Okay. All right.
Two?
I think I just have two.
Okay. Do
you have more?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Then I'll read one, you read the other.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. This one is from Rum Champion. He said, I have decided to stand forever. These guys are hilarious, and I'm totally enjoying hearing from huge Mariah fans in pivotal moments in her career. I became a massive fan in 1999 when I was only 5. So to hear their in-depth thoughts of what was going on exactly during that time as they were older is great insight. I've been playing you guys at night as I'm dozing off, and it's a great nightcap. Haha. Keep it up. Lamb for life.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That's a good review.
That is a good review, and we love and appreciate it.
I hope you're awake to hear this.
And you know what, though? I listen to podcasts during nighttime.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I'll do that to fall asleep.
Yeah. It's not saying that we're bad.
No, I do it to
It's comforting.
Yes.
It's comforting.
I know, friends in your head.
Yes, absolutely.
Uh-huh. Okay, so we have one from Mikey Kadoch, I think, from Canada.
Yes.
And wherever you are in the world, put a review in your iTunes store and we'll get it. We have this new thing that collects them all.
Yes.
So, go ahead. We'll read it out. I've never been one to listen to podcasts, but after stumbling upon this one last week, I'm literally hooked. Tell me how I've listened to like 15 episodes. It happens.
You get hooked.
You got 100 plus to get through now.
Yeah, like 130 something.
And welcome to the gang. As a Mariah fan, since I was a baby, these guys are incredibly knowledgeable about her career and so engaging. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice.
We've just basically been told we're old as fuck twice in iTunes reviews. But that's okay because, I totally get what they're saying because I feel that way about from 1991 to 1992, those really early Mariah years.
Yeah.
I'm like, gosh, if I was only a couple years older, I would remember so much more.
Right.
Because I really only remember, the music.
Yeah.
And maybe a couple TV things.
Yeah.
And then, as I got older, I just more and more and more and more,
Oh, yeah. I bet there's baby lambs who just weren't aware of the whole glitter fiasco and living through that.
Oh, exactly. Well, because if you think about it now, people who were born during glitter are 18 years old.
Yeah.
Can you believe it?
I know.
They're fully formed people now.
I know.
It's so crazy. Girl, this person told me he was 23 the other day. I said, bitch, are you telling me you is as old as All I Want for Christmas Is You? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, Lord. Bless the babies. I love them, though.
Oh, speaking of All I Want, charting again.
Charting again instantly, right up there.
And The Star is charting on the holiday chart.
On the holiday chart, yeah, it's already. I mean, Mariah's going to dominate.
Well, if she can get... You know what would be funny?
What?
If All I Want for Christmas blocks The Star from going number one on the holiday chart.
Or what if The Star blocks? What if it's the other way around?
But doesn't it All I Want always go number one on the holiday?
It will always go number one, yeah.
On the holiday chart.
It's already number 60 on the U.S. overall top iTunes songs. Number 60.
Now, is iTunes counting the streaming they have now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm thinking, who the hell doesn't own it yet by now?
It's all in the streaming nowadays.
That's what it is.
That's why she's been able to make it up the chart so far, because streaming holds so many points.
Right.
You know what I mean? And most people do just stream it now.
Yeah.
So that's what's happening.
Through Apple Music.
Yeah. Or Spotify. They all of them go to Billboard now. Yeah. So no matter what you're streaming it through.
Crazy, huh?
It is crazy. Absolutely. I bet she's going to discount that thing to 69 cents at some point during this season.
Yeah.
She will. And then people will buy it. And, I'm telling you, it's going to go top 10.
Billboard?
Yes, absolutely.
You think?
I think so. If it could reach number 11 last year and it's already starting off very strong and it's only November, like 1st/2nd, I mean, come on.
The casino tour might help it too.
It's definitely going to. Because when these people are getting ready to go to those concerts, they're streaming that. At every holiday party, they're streaming that. In every store across the globe, they're streaming that.
All the bars.
All the bars are playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's inescapable. It just is. And I get like the whole overload factor of like, hey, let's not overdo it. But there's just no way you can't overdo it.
Yeah.
It just is. It is what it is.
I know.
And let's just get ready to have another number one.
I just want to... Do you think?
I don't know. It really all depends on what other music is out there.
Yeah.
During the next 2 months. Yeah. That's all. That's what really is going to say where it goes.
Did we talk about how we got the character breakdown of the All I Want movie?
Yeah. No. But I talked to myself about it in my own head. That's what I did.
So we got some characters. I think even like a little clip too. Of the animation.
I mean, but here's the thing. I'm really not interested in any of it. You know what we didn't talk about is the song Little Snowman.
Little Snowman! Oh my God.
Here we are about to sign off when we missed Little Snowman. Because, do you start or do I start?
Well, it leaked. Then it's like, I think it's all been taken down now.
Well, I got me a copy before it was gone. Allegedly. Don't send the police to my door.
Okay, so people have said they think it's like weak vocals, not that strong of a song. I agree, but I also keep in mind that it's a little girl that's supposed to be singing it.
Right.
The character of this cartoon.
Exactly.
And so it'd be strange if this little girl had super big vocals.
Before I heard the song, I saw, online, all the social media, people were saying they did not like it.
I actually loved it.
And I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is super cute. However, I get the whole vocal thing.
Yeah.
Like the vocals are not that strong. I believe that she recorded this a while ago.
Probably.
Probably
like old B-side she dug up.
You know what I mean? Like this is not her current vocal state. And I think she recorded this a while ago.
Yeah, and I think what we're hearing is not like a mastered finished version.
That's exactly correct as well. We're not hearing like the full high quality. Like this is a bootleg version. So I'm not going to judge on that. What I will say though is, what it reminds me of.
Everyone's saying Run, Rudolph,
Run. Run, Rudolph.
Yeah.
Like, it's totally structured after that, which is a cute, catchy song. I like it. I'm not mad at Little Snowman at all.
No, I
think it's cute. I think it's going to be perfect for the movie.
Me too. Yep. I loved it.
Sign my ass up. Yeah. I actually was listening to it on repeat the other day, and I was like, oh, I learned the words. And she's like, the lyrics are sort of cute. Cute. She's talking about he's cool like that because he wears his hat back or whatever.
Yeah.
Cute.
I know.
Cute.
I wasn't mad at it.
I was not. I've
heard worse from her.
Hello. Hello. So I thought it was cute. I think it's perfect. I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm going to download it when it comes out.
I hope they put it on iTunes.
Yeah. Oh, they will. It's being released on the 14th.
Did we get an actual soundtrack for the...
Yeah, we do. Mm-hmm.
For the cartoon?
Yeah. It's there. The track list is somewhere online. I saw it. There's Little Snowman, All I Want for Christmas, and then like I forget what other, but it's a song we've all heard.
Recycled song.
It's a recycled song that we've all heard before.
I was in like 3 songs
of hers.
Oh,
everything else is like just whatever. It's not like the Star soundtrack where there's like all kinds of
Got it.
No, it's like sung by whatever Mariah's sister's character name is.
Did you hear that the Star is actually in the movie?
Yeah, it's the title song.
Really, normally you have like the title song and they just play it in the credits at the end.
Oh no, it's in the movie.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, I think it will be interesting. There's also Mariah told Variety magazine that she's voicing a character in the Star.
Really?
Unless they got their information mixed up. And because they were talking about All I Want for Christmas Is You movie, and they were also talking about the Star, and then Mariah said, "Oh, she does a voice." So I'm like, does she mean for her movie or does she mean for the Star? But I think the way that they put it, but the way that they wrote it sounds like she's talking about the Star.
Yeah, because she narrates the All I Want for Christmas movie.
Yeah, but
she's a narrator.
Well, right, but I'm telling you, we might be getting her in the Star as well.
So you gotta clarify that.
Well, that's why if these people would write properly...
Because they don't know how detailed Mariah Carey world is.
I know. You can't like throw something out there like that and not specifically say... I don't know. Maybe it did specifically say, and maybe just the writer is being confused. Because Lambs, if you're listening, tweet us, post it. The Vanity Fair article, or Martin, can you bring it up? I think I posted it.
No, but I'm thinking, why don't we just check IMDb, because I'll have all the characters
for the Star.
Yeah.
Oh, girl. Well, there you go. Look at you. Look how you're doing.
But I'm excited for the Star.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be great. I think she's gonna go to the movie premiere. We need to find out where the movie premiere is. Is it in New York? Should we go?
I think it'll be California.
Probably, which is stupid.
Yeah, because New York's Christmas.
I know, right?
Oh,
anyways, we'll have more appearances from Mariah by next week for sure.
I wonder
for nothing else for the Star.
Well, do we know where that performance she recorded is going to air?
No. Remember I told everyone we have no other information?
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. Sure did. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be something like they did for the Prince of Egypt. Because when the Prince of Egypt came out, they did a special, the soundtrack special. And it was an hour-long like NBC show where they went behind the scenes into the making of the soundtrack.
Okay.
And that's where we got that Whitney and Mariah singing in the church where they're lip syncing for life.
Breaking news.
Yeah. What's that?
Mariah's a voice in the movie The Star, and she's Rebecca the Hen.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Where'd you get that from?
IMDb.
Oh, look at that.
Yes.
Rebecca the Hen.
She's going to be a hen.
Oh my God. So we're going to get Kelly Clarkson, Oprah Winfrey, Mariah.
I wonder if the hen sings The Star.
No, the hen can't sing like that, girl.
Why?
Because it's a hen.
Chickens have a big cock-a-doodle-doo voice.
Okay, maybe she does.
Because wouldn't it be weird if the hen's talking and then as Mariah and then someone else sings as Mariah?
I don't think people will put it together like that, no.
Oh, well, I would be. Like,
okay, well, yeah, but you know Mariah like that. She's Rebecca the Hen. There we go. Confirmation. Well, that's fun.
Okay. So she's in the movie too. Good.
Good.
That'd be a nice
Make
paycheck.
that money, girl.
Yes, yes.
All right. So I think now we've officially covered everything from the week.
Okay. Yeah.
Scandalous moments, little snowmans, hands in the cement.
Lots of film action going on.
Yeah. Which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Now it's time to leave Hollywood.
Yeah, get back home, girl.
Back to New York.
We ain't playing this game no more.
Make your album here in New York. Make it a New York album.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Okay, Martin, we got to go. We're way over time.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to support the show at patreon.com/The Mariah Report for as little as $1. It helps.
Yes, and the Mariah Report store.
Yeah, don't be embarrassed.
No, I don't think somebody's embarrassed, Martin.
They're like, oh, I can't give $1. It's too little. No, we'll take it.
Oh, we'll take your $1, girl.
Yeah.
Also, the Mariah Report store. There will be Christmas items coming soon and other festive things. And rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.